Hello, and welcome back to
the podcast where we're ugly and don't want to be on video.
All right. Yes.
So that's why we're not on video. It's because I got ugly.
No, we're just on video because, you know what? Doing this whole operation by ourselves is a lot. And we have not posted in over a month. Maybe even 2 months. But it's also because we are married now. So, yes, we took a month off to get ready for our wedding and all that jazz. And we're back.
Yep.
Here we are.
It's like we never even left.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What, catch them up on our month, babe.
Oh, yeah. We got married. Friends of ours, they had their first kid.
Oh, yeah. That was exciting.
Yeah. My brother got a new car. That's exciting.
He did?
Well, a new project. The Speedster.
Oh, the Speedster.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He got rid of the Mustang? That's crazy.
No.
My best friend got engaged.
That's true.
It has been an eventful summer for us already.
I know. Yeah, I went to a baseball game.
Yeah,
I ate a hot dog. That was pretty good.
We played volleyball.
Yeah.
My best friend turned 30.
Yeah.
Our really good friends, yeah, they had a baby.
Mm-hmm. And we made it to the semifinals in the Spouse Cup.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, how could you forget about that? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the Mario Kart Spouse Cup.
Yeah.
We're going to host our own Spouse Cup, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're doing it outside.
We need to practice.
Projecting. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I need to practice really only Rainbow Road, though.
I know. Yeah, that's kind of the kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that one's tough.
You just got to not get bottom half in Rainbow Road.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. I will coach you on Rainbow Road.
Okay, yeah. That's what I need, is the coaching.
Yeah, because it's actually a really fun track once you kind of get it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to not be scared of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, that's my life tip for y'all. Don't be scared of the road.
Of all roads or just Rainbow Road?
I mean, it's the road. Come on, you don't need... Everybody knows that.
I guess that's true. I wonder if my sister's driven on the highway yet.
Oh, like your younger...
Yeah,
I guess, yeah, your youngest sister.
My youngest sister, my baby sister.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
she got her license technically when she was 17. And now she's 18 and doesn't want to drive on the highway yet. Which I guess when you live in like a bigger city, I can kind of see that.
Yeah, weird to me.
Well, you didn't grow up here.
Yeah.
I didn't go on the highway at first either, but only for like the first 6 months. Not for the first year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it took me a while to, like, drive in Denver. Like, city highway is way different than, like, country highway.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, anyway, we're here to tell you about our wedding and then give you tips in case you're planning a wedding.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of them.
So, we got married in Evergreen, Colorado, which was beautiful. Highly recommend.
Yep.
It's gorgeous there.
Mm-hmm.
The only tough thing, though, is, like, getting married out of town, because we were technically a destination wedding, was hard, kind of.
Yeah.
It just took a lot more, like, being creative and planning, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you still have to move everything to your venue unless you have the venue decorate.
Yeah, but...
So you're just moving it further.
Yeah, but imagine, like, we forgot something.
Yeah.
And then had to drive 2 hours to get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Depending on how important it is, I guess. But, and because I feel like you didn't realize this, but I had like list and list and list.
Oh, I know. No, you're the way that you organized everything was really impressive and very admirable. Like she had like everything. Like, oh, okay, this is the bin there for everything that goes on this table, and here's the instruction manual for the caterers to set everything up for that table, and here's a reference picture and like all that stuff.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I feel like my number one tip is to hire a company, whether that be your caterer, whether that be your venue, especially if you're not going to have a wedding planner because you want to cut costs that way, is that they do help you with setup. Because while our families did help us with setup, they didn't technically need to.
Yeah.
And they could have just been enjoying the whole wedding or like getting ready for the wedding. So yeah, just like hire someone who's gonna like help you with all that, because I for sure didn't worry about a single thing before the wedding except for our first look.
Yeah,
which was
and like
really
getting
nice.
yourself ready and everything. So.
Yeah. Because I knew like, well, I also did like a lot of like pre-planning too.
Mm-hmm.
So like, once we had all the decorations, it was like maybe a month before our wedding, I had my mom and my grandma and my sister come over, and we just like set up all the tables, like the cocktail hour table, and then a sample of like what the dinner tables would look like, and then a sample of what the welcome table would look like, a sample of, we should have done the cake table because there was nothing on that table but the cake, but it's okay.
Maybe we don't give advice on cake.
Yeah.
No, everything. I think the cake was kind of the low point, just because it wasn't like something that was really important to us.
It wasn't. Yeah, I don't even really like cake.
Yeah.
So it's not something I really thought about. But I do have tips for you if you are looking for if cake is important to you. Anyway, so then, and the sweetheart table, we like set up, took pictures of it at like various angles, and then I put it all in a document and sent that to our caterer, because our caterer part of their like package is to help you with setup and cleanup. So that was why I was very specific on like how I wanted things to do, and because I didn't want to try to explain it to them or it be wrong. So I just sent them pictures of what I wanted. And honestly, that was probably one of the best things that I could have ever done, because there wasn't a single table or display thing that was wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
no, they
everything
knocked
looked
it out of the
so
park.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then also the tear down. Because like the last thing you want to do is like you're exhausted.
Yeah.
You're like, you don't want to deal with that.
And in some cases, like, you might still be trying to, like, party.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if you have, like, an after party or something you want to go to, if you're a crazy person.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that was the last thing I wanted to do. Is I was like, look, I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah, same, honestly. But, yeah, and I think also, too, like, another tip I have is, especially if you're at an age where you're going to other weddings before your wedding, because like we're at an age right now where a lot of our friends are getting engaged or married, and so we knew a lot of our vendors from other people. And honestly, that was key too, was because I was like, we knew what to expect with them, A, and B, you just know like what you're gonna get, like you know how the food's gonna taste and all that, you know?
Yes.
Because, like, our DJ we saw at a wedding, and I was like, I love his style. Like, if a song was not doing well on the dance floor, he would mix it out and put a new one on at the wedding that we went to. So I was like, I really want him. And he was really good.
Oh, yeah, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he kind of, and he was, don't get somebody that's like just going to do one thing. I guess that's my biggest tip. Like our caterers, like they also did the setup and tear down. Like the DJ, he kind of like he did also did the ceremony and mic'd up the official and did the sound checks for outdoors and stuff as well.
That's
so,
true. That's a good tip.
Yeah, double dip as much as you can.
Yeah. And our caterer I saw at a wedding like when I first started dating Steven.
I didn't see them.
And I like from then I was like they're going to be at my wedding. Like I love them. They bring like a huge old truck.
It was a 57 Ford truck on a modern frame. It was bananas. It was
Yeah.
it was like a bull nose Ford too, so it was kind of a rare deal.
Yeah, and they had a wood fire oven in it, and they did pizzas. If you're in the Denver, Colorado Springs area, they will travel to Colorado Springs, but they're located in Denver. Or I guess if you're getting married in the mountains somewhere.
They might even go all the way up to Fort Collins too. I don't know.
They might, yeah, but
yeah.
For a fee. But they're called Mountain Crust, and they are amazing. Shout out to Scooter, who ran he was in charge of like all the contact with me, and then he also ran day of wedding stuff, and he was amazing. Like Steven's grandpa raved about him, and that guy is the grumpiest, quietest person I've ever met. So for him to rave about Scooter and Mountain Crest in general, I was just like blown away. So.
Oh yeah, I mean you could say he's a hard to impress person.
He is, yeah. So, but he raved about them, so they were good.
Oh yeah, I mean if he gives you your stamp of approval on anything,
yeah,
like it's like he talked about Scooter better than he talks about me sometimes.
yeah. But he, anyway, yeah. So also Mountain Crest did all of our bar.
Yeah,
So
they had
did,
bartenders
like,
as well.
Yeah, so they did like setup, cocktail hour. Then they for our venue, they move from outside for cocktail hour to inside, serve you dinner, and then do drinks all night long, and then do cleanup. And honestly, that was the best package ever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm very thankful for my dad who took over that bill too, because it was not cheap, but that was awesome. They were definitely worth every penny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did absolutely phenomenal. Like, yeah, I could not recommend them enough.
Yeah. And they also just like Scooters, like their vibe that they brought to like he would come and bring like a pile of cookies to the dance floor and like dance around with everybody while he was like serving cookies. Like I don't know. He had like great vibes. Like they had music going outside where you stood in line to get your pizza, and he was like, he told me at one point, like I walked out with my dress for the first time, and he was like, "Oh my God, Queen, you look fucking gorgeous!" Like just the hype man you need on that day.
Oh yeah, and like everybody that was there was like that too. Like
exactly.
The bartenders were super great.
Yeah, like the bartenders, they asked me when I ordered my first drink, they were like, "Is this going to be your drink most of the night?" And I was like, "Probably." And then like I would not even stand in line. I would like be at the back of a line, and they would bring me my drink.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were just awesome. Yeah, so my recommendation would to be hire like a company that you like, maybe you watch them on Instagram if you know them, or you find like other people who have used them or something, but just find a company that like is going to make that day just that much more special.
Yeah, and even if you're not in that scenario, like what Amanda said, like find them on Instagram, and oftentimes like they'll do open events, where they do trials and stuff. So kind of show up for like one of those. They're not too terribly expensive to do. Yeah. That way you can taste the food and everything beforehand. You can kind of get a feel for what they're going to be like and what you want.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess the big thing too is like tailor your wedding to you, not like what
Yes,
your
absolutely.
expectations are for other people's expectations are, because everybody has them. Everybody's gonna have opinions of, they should do this, or you should do that. I was like, nah, do whatever you want, like whatever vibe you want. Like if you want pizza, great. If you want a formal sit down dinner, fine. If you want a sweetheart table, awesome. Like just make sure it's what you want.
Yeah. That is good advice, because I do know, like, even my dad, who like paid for the catering, like does not like pizza. And you know what? He still had a lot of good things to say about mountain crust.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not just about like the food or whatever. And I think if you're a bride like me who's planning every single detail because you want it to be absolutely perfect, and maybe you're a little type A and this is what you've been dreaming of since you were 4, like, it's good to... I lost track of what I was going to say.
I don't know, but you were definitely on a roll to somewhere.
I know.
You were really building to a point.
If you're type A, planning a lot...
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's good to remember, too, like, there are going to be, like, not everybody's going to be happy with what you chose or whatever, but as long as you are, that's, like, really all that matters. And, yeah, that was my advice for that.
Yeah.
My other advice was, like, when you first get engaged, if you aren't the type A or you aren't, like, know exactly what you want, Pinterest will be like your very best friend, because then you can start to find like inspo pics of like what your decor wants to look like, what kind of venue you want to be at, what your dress should look like just finding stuff on Pinterest and creating like a Pinterest board for it. That way you can start to get inspired if you're not already knowing like exactly what you want. My other tip too was as soon as you get engaged or anything like that, we use the wedding knot. Now I guess you could use other sites, but the thing that I really loved about the wedding knot was it had a timeline. So every month it gave me like, this is what you should be doing this month to get ready for your wedding. And that was super helpful because, I've never done this before, so I had no idea what I was doing. But that was super helpful, was because that kept us like, oh, okay, we should be finding like a venue. I should be finding my dress right now. Like, oh, we need to go get the men's suits, like things like that. And also just like small things too that you don't think about, like, okay, you should be ordering like all your decor right now, or you should be ordering thank you cards, like just stuff like that you might forget about. And so it was really helpful for that. Yeah. So that was my tip, is like definitely, and it's free. Like it's such a good, useful site, that's, very, affordable because it's free.
I mean, yeah, it's free. It doesn't really get much more affordable.
Yeah.
But you want to know what's not affordable or easy to use? Was the QR codes on the thing.
Yeah.
Whatever we did for that.
Yeah.
Scumbags.
Yes, that made me really mad. So that was going to be
just don't make them type in the website. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
If they're old, they're not going to be able to figure out a QR code anyway, which
that
is what we figured out.
Be my other tip is like, so I was like, oh, everyone like basically uses QR codes now, like restaurants everywhere. So I was like, we'll just put QR codes on the back of our invitations, which for a lot of our people, it was useful. But what I would recommend is, so what I did was I didn't like any of the invitations on the wedding knot or like Zola. So what I did was I made my own invitation on Canva. But the thing about that is that then they didn't have like pre-generated QR codes for you to use for free, basically. So what I would recommend is, yes, actually go through with whatever wedding website you're using and like pick an invitation from there. It'll do the QR code and it'll do the website link already on the back of the invitation, so you don't have to worry about people not knowing how to use it, because a lot of our older relatives did not know how to use it, and then they would just be like, Steven's grandparents literally never RSVP'd because they were like, yeah, we're coming, but we're not going to use that QR code, so we're just going to tell you.
Yeah.
And a lot of
also, like, okay, the biggest deal is like, we paid for the QR code thing.
Yeah.
And then like a month later, it said, oh, you got to pay more to renew your subscription or else they're going to deactivate the link.
Yeah, and that's what happened, though, is his grandpa went to go scan the QR code, and it asked him for money. So he was like, yeah, I'm not using that anymore. And then I was like, how many people has it done that to?
Yeah.
Like, I was kind of mad. I was like, what the heck? Because we had, for a while, we didn't have a lot of people RSVPing. Yeah. So, yeah. Don't do that. Just put the link on it.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. People know how to type in a URL thing.
Yeah. Or if you're like, really do want to put a QR code on it, like, I feel like that's fine, but also add the link to it. And use a QR code like that's from the place where you're ordering the invitations from, because then they won't try to come back and charge you. My other tip is to create like a notes document. If you have an iPhone, it's really nice because then you can just like share it with people. So like my Nana did our flowers, and my mom helped me like with decorations and stuff. So it was nice because I could just share notes with them on like what we still needed to buy, what kind of flowers I wanted where, that stuff, and they could just access it at any time instead of asking you a cajillion questions, because trust me, decision fatigue is going to be real when you're the one planning the wedding. But what was I going to say? Yeah, and then like Steven and I had a notes of like our to-do list and like my expectations, what we wanted, like what songs we wanted played when, all that little tiny stuff that you have to think about. And it was just nice to be like able to go back to that note app throughout the whole process and just be like, oh, okay, yeah, like this is what I need to be doing, or this is what I had originally said, or like things like that. Because trust me, when it gets closer and closer to the wedding event, if you took a whole year to plan like we did, you're going to forget about the things that you had said at the very beginning. And then you're going to be like, wait, what did I say? And so going back to that was useful. Also, when you're like talking to vendors, like having that note app with like, oh, okay, Scooter does do the setup. So, now I can just, instead of like searching through a bunch of emails trying to find the answer, like I would just put all the answers to my questions in the note app, and then just like you can just like search for it there instead of trying to dig through a bunch of emails or text messages or be like, was that said in person? Like what happened? So that was nice too.
Yeah. Yeah, and make sure you get like a good photographer too that you're comfortable around.
Is that your next tip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know, like our guy, he was great.
Yeah, he
like
was
he
really
kind of
awesome.
like brought everybody like out of their shell and everything, and was easy to work with. Because if you're like me, you don't like taking pictures. It kind of blows.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have a lot of pictures taken. So having somebody that's encouraging you and whatever else,
or just being like funny too.
Yeah,
once in a while,
exactly. Like because I've been to a couple weddings where like the photographer's been like kind of wooden, just like walked around and like taking pictures, not like engaging, I guess.
Yeah.
Which
also,
is fine. I mean, as long as the pictures turn out good, who really
Yeah.
cares?
Also, with our wedding photographer, like, granted, we did get a family discount because he works with Steven's mom. And his photography business is kind of like a side thing that keeps him busy literally all summer long, I'm sure, because he does weddings. But, because he's a school teacher too. So he just, like, does school during the fall and winter and then photography in the summer. But we definitely, like, even though we got like a small discount, we definitely got our freaking money's worth because we got our photos back from him just like this week, and we got 4,000 photos nearly. So we definitely got our money's worth on that.
And we got an engagement photo shoot as well.
Yeah.
So we got that, and
prints.
we're getting prints too.
Yeah. So yeah, just like I would recommend, like, even if you're like, oh, I really like this person's style, like, try to find someone who will really get you your money's worth, because there are a lot of photographers out there who will charge you a lot of money, and I'm sure it's well deserved, but then you only get back, 45 edited photos. And sometimes, like, honestly, when we were looking back through our candids, I was like, some of the ones that he just took, like, candidly of everyone dancing and stuff, I'm like, that would be really unfortunate if we didn't get those.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, sometimes I don't even like the posed ones. The candid ones are, I'm like, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just recommend, like, finding someone who's going to give you, like, a lot of what they take to you. What else? Oh, another tip was, you were talking about the photographer, and it was in my mind, and then I lost it.
I don't know. Have fun.
Yeah.
Don't be a nerd.
Don't forget to have fun. Don't be too stressed. Like, I know that's, like, seems like a lot to say, but, like, there are a lot of things you could be worrying about day of, but when it really comes down to it, there was a few times I had to remind myself that, like, there are only a few things that people are truly going to remember about your wedding. And one of them is, like, the entire just, like, vibe or atmosphere that you as a couple put out. And so just make sure it's, like, like Steven said, like, true to you, and that it's, fun. People don't come to your wedding to, like, well, I'm sure they come to, like, see you get married, but they don't, like...
Well, the people that are coming to your wedding, they probably like you.
Yeah.
So they probably like all the things that you're going to do and all the little things to, like, make it your own.
Yeah.
So, like, take a risk. Like, if it's something you want to do and you like it, chances are most of the people like it there because everybody's close to you.
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of brides can get very, like, nitty-gritty about, like, oh, the flower placement on my table wasn't set up correctly, like, or something like that. And it's just, like, no one's going to remember that.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like,
big picture, like, they're going to remember...
the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe, how they felt.
Yeah, and the food. That's what one of the...
And if you drive away in a sick car. Don't be some dork leaving in a Subaru.
Yeah.
Like, find a friend with a cool car. Everybody's got to have one. How hard would it be to find a cool car to borrow for a wedding?
Yeah.
Like, nah, you can figure that out. And also, if you have a project, you have the golden ticket to spend whatever money you want on things.
And consider it a wedding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, because, like, I got new wheels. I've redid the interior on my car.
Yeah.
I did all of the color sanding and stuff that I put off.
Fuel injection in it.
Yeah.
Okay, technically that wasn't, like, in the original plan for when we were talking about redoing the Camaro, but...
Yeah, but with it being a little bit of a drive out of town, it started having reliability issues like a month or so before.
Yeah.
And I was already planning on doing the fuel injection this winter anyway. So I didn't want to spend money to replace parts that were immediately going to be obsolete. So I just went ahead and did the whole thing early.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, we could go on like a whole other thing about that. But shout out to Holly. I know you didn't sponsor me to give me the fuel injection setup. I had to buy it myself. But it's amazing. I love you.
It is pretty nice. It runs really well now.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty good with the carburetor, but man, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, living up at like a place where you change elevation all the time and the weather changes pretty drastically. And especially with modern gas, like sitting in traffic, it's kind of a game changer.
Yeah.
So anyway, fuel inject your classic car. Make friends with people with cool cars so you can drive away in something fun in your wedding.
Yeah.
Or even be driven away. Like throw them in the back seat. If they don't want to let you borrow a car, say, "Hey,
can you
drive
us away,
anybody who even remotely cares about cars would
They'll be
floored.
ecstatic.
Oh my God, yeah. If somebody asked me, "Hey, would you be willing to drive the getaway car at our wedding?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't even know. Like, if a stranger asked me that, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Say. I was like, even if a stranger asked you that, you would be so excited.
Yeah, exactly. So, go to a car show. Make friends with people. Figure out what car you want to drive away with.
Yeah. I think something else is, like, if you're doing the planning yourself, and you don't have, like, a wedding coordinator, I think there's two things to this. You're going to really learn a lot about your partner and how they're willing to support you and plan with you, and whether that's what you want to do for the rest of your life or not. Because if Steven was not there to just kind of be like the voice inside my head to like, I think we're good. I think we don't need to be that over crazy, or I think you'll be okay. Things like that. Or if I didn't trust him to just be like, all right, you know what? Like, I can't take on this many tasks. Like, you're in charge of communicating everything with the photographer. Or what was the other thing I gave you? Alcohol.
Yeah. I mean, okay, alcohol. Look, I did do things.
I know you did, but I'm just saying, like, if you're not a person who can relinquish control in situations like this, like sometimes I can't, then you really need to look inside yourself and be like, can I handle all of this on my own? And it's okay if you cannot, because there is a lot to do. And so looking to your future husband, that should be part of his. That is not princess treatment. That is bare minimum to help you plan his wedding. So if he cannot take on some of the little tasks that you gave him and are willing to give him, then you shouldn't be marrying him. Just some good advice for y'all.
Yep.
But you did a great job.
Oh, thanks.
Everything was perfect.
Oh. Except for one of the seats in the Camaro had a wrinkle in it because I found my limits of automotive restoration in its upholstery.
I think it turned out fine. We put it out in the sun for a little bit, and then it was fine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's okay. And, I take a risk. I took a risk to trying to learn a new thing. And, yeah. Once I figured it out, it wasn't too bad. Like, the second front seat that I did turned out way better. Mm-hmm. But,
yeah,
I know my limit now.
Mm-hmm.
I can build engines. I can swap transmissions. I could probably build a transmission. I can paint. I can do body work. I can weld. I can fabricate.
Okay, before I forget again, because I keep forgetting, my other tip is, let me tell you, girl, use that secondhand wedding decor. You don't need brand new stuff that you're going to use once, okay? Borrow it from your sister-in-law who just got married, borrow it from your best friend who just got married, buy it off Facebook Marketplace, buy it from Amazon, and then return it after the wedding. You don't need it brand new. Save the cost.
Yeah, what are you
No
gonna do
one's
with it
going to
after
know
the
that it
fact?
was used. No one's going to know that you borrowed it. No, like, just trust me, girl. And then what are you going to do with it afterwards? It's going to sit in a closet for 10 years until you finally decide to let go of it. You know what? You don't need it. Keep, like, one or two things. You know, you're like, actually, these candles are really cute. Keep a set of the candles. Use them as decor at your house. But otherwise, you don't freaking need it. Don't keep it. And also, don't fucking go to these places that have tablecloths to rent for $2,000. Just don't do it. You can buy them on Amazon for $60 a pack of 12 and return them after your wedding. 100%. Do it. That's what Amazon's for.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos deserves it.
Yeah, exactly. No, you got to use the Amazon rental program.
Yeah.
Also works really well with specialty tools if you need something like you're only going to use once on a car. Just be careful, keep it clean. I mean, don't be a scumbag.
Yeah.
But also, like something super weird, like that you can't just like rent from the auto parts store, but something that won't get like destroyed whenever you use it.
Yeah.
That's the perfect one. But yeah, like Halloween costumes, like a friend of ours, like they haven't bought a Halloween costume ever. They just buy it on Amazon,
Return it.
wear it, return it.
This is my other tip, and I saw this on hundreds of places on Instagram. It was almost like in every, Instagram reel about advice. But truly, when I look back on that day, even now, but years later, I'm going to be like, you know what? I did spend it with my husband. And that's key. It's your day. Do not separate. Act like you have handcuffs to your wrist. Do not separate. Hang out with your person. Go mingle with your husband. Don't go anywhere without your husband because that day is about you. If you have to separate to talk to somebody, then they can come to you. Okay? It's not about them. It's about you. So don't separate from your husband because you don't want to spend your whole wedding day apart from the person you just married. That's crazy. Don't do that. And you know what? I think we did get separated like literally just a few times, but
I mean, it was never far. We were never like out of sight of one another.
And also, it was never like long enough for me to be like, I haven't seen Steven in 2 hours. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. It was like, oh, my gosh. I stepped out for like 5 minutes because it was hot.
Yeah, exactly. So that is my recommendation because it's your guys' day. Like, you should be spending it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, I have another tip that I just thought of. Like, pick a good group of grooms or bridesmaids.
Yeah, we had the best team.
Oh, yeah. Like, you think, it doesn't matter. They're not going to do much.
No,
I was
it
like,
does.
nah. Like, they were best. And, like, especially because, since we were out of town, we had the rehearsal the day before. It's like, we got Airbnbs for everybody. We hung out. It was amazing. Just hanging out with all your friends.
Yeah.
In a cabin.
Yeah, and it was nice because, like, this was my other tip. As a girl, now, boys, you can do this too if you want. But I just feel like as girls, we have more to, like, worry about day of. So I assigned each of my bridesmaids, like, a task. So there was, like, one girl who was in charge of, like, you're in charge of the vibes. You're in charge of the music. Like, make sure I'm hyped all day long. I had a girl who was in charge of, like, making sure I was fed and drank water. Because that's super important, especially when you're at high altitude. And also just, like, it doesn't look good when you faint at your wedding. No offense to my sister-in-law. But it's just not fun. Like, you don't want to deal with that on your wedding day. You don't want to be worried about, oh, shit, I haven't eaten in 6 hours and now I'm hungry. Like, no. Make someone else in charge of that shit. I had one girl who was in charge of, like, taking all of the like photos and videos for me so I could remember like bachelorette party weekend things and also wedding day stuff, like especially for the things where my photographer was not there yet. So yeah, and like I actually legit, I probably did a lot extra and like thought about like what each girl would be good at. I just went extra and did that. Like my friend who was in charge of all the video and photographs and stuff, she actually does that as like a side thing. That's what she really loves. So yeah, just like keying them in on their like interest is important too. But yeah, our friends really like came through for us. Like not a single one would I be like upset with about like, oh, they didn't really like participate or they tried to back out last minute. Like, yeah, so just make sure you have really good, like, strong people that are there for you that day.
Yeah. Samesies.
Do you have any other tips?
About project cars or wedding stuff?
Wedding stuff, Steven.
Make sure you like the person you're going to marry.
Well,
or get paid a lot. One of those two.
Yeah, I feel like that's a given.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, that's good advice.
Make sure you don't just rush into a marriage because you have to think about this person is going to be with me for life. And, yeah, don't just get married because you're like, I want to have a wedding. But make sure you're like actually marrying that person for the marriage because... You know, even just with our friends who just had a baby, it's been making me think a lot like this is a good thing that I truly do think that Steven would be a good co-parent and just support to me in general is because he takes really good care of me. And I know that like one day when we have kids and stuff, like I'm not going to be doing that on my own, you know, because there are a lot of people who get married because they're in love and then they have kids with that person and then they're like, oh, this person doesn't actually help me through life. So that really sucks for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have to think about those things when you're getting married is like, is this person going to be a good teammate for me? Not am I just like in love with this person, but is this person going to be a good teammate through all the hardships?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Anything to say to that?
I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
That's all the stuff. I mean, obviously I feel the same way about you.
Okay.
So, that's good advice for the homies out there. What's another advice?
No, I had one that I keep forgetting about, and so I'm kind of like, eh.
Ooh, if your fiance gets a spray tan, don't lay next to them closely the night after.
Okay, that is actually reminding me of my other tip was, girls, do not be trying to try new things 3 days before your wedding. Shop for an entire month on who you want to do your nails, who you want to do your eyelashes, who you want to do your spray tan. Whatever you want, do it several months in advance. Book those appointments. I know it's going to be a lot more work and whatever, but trust me, I'm so glad I did because I went to go get one spray tan and I turned out orange.
It was cool.
And also, one of my legs was orange, one of my legs was still white. And I'm so glad that I didn't just go get married 3 days later. Okay?
That would have been cool.
So, plan that shit ahead. I just saw a girl on Instagram today who was like, oh my God, my wedding's tomorrow, and this is what my extensions look like. And they were not blended into her hair. You could see the clips in the back of her head. And you know what? I had fake lashes. I had fake nails. I had fake hair. I had fake tan. And you could not tell. I looked fucking flawless. So make sure you look fucking flawless before your wedding day. That's my advice.
I did the same thing that I always do.
Oh, and if you're very specific on how you want your husband's hair, like I was, I made Steven get a haircut 2 months before the wedding. And then I tracked when I liked it best, which was 2 weeks after his haircut. And I said, okay, 2 weeks before our wedding, you're getting a haircut. Because some of these tips online and stuff will tell you like, oh, get a haircut 3 days before your wedding. But I don't like it when it's fresh. I like it when it's a little bit grown out. It just looks better to me. So I made him do that. And honestly, pro tip, he looked fucking awesome.
Yeah. I wore 2 shoes that day, too.
2 shoes?
Oh, yeah, dude, it was cool.
Oh, you wore 2 different shoes?
No.
What?
What, you don't wear 2 shoes?
Yeah, but that's not like a tip.
I mean, I think it's a good... I mean, if you were considering wearing 1 shoe...
Someone's just going to walk around with only
I don't know.
one
Some
shoe
people
on?
have crazy ideas about weddings.
That's
I can't
crazy.
say that I would recommend a 1-shoe wedding.
Yeah,
but,
that's
you know,
crazy.
if you really want to do it, try it out.
Okay, I didn't realize you were being silly when you said 2 shoes. I was like, all right. Yeah. I don't know. What else?
Wait, it rained.
Yeah, but so I was really upset about the rain at first. But honestly, the vibe was really good for our photos. And it's apparently good luck. So that's what everyone's been telling me. So I got off my high horse about the rain.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, no matter what, like, it's going to be your day. You're going to get married.
Yeah, like,
fine.
what are you going to do? Like, not get married?
Yeah.
Because of the weather?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you are, then you should not be getting married. You should be a wedding planner.
Yeah. But, yeah, and also, like, I mean, we leaned into it, kind of. And, like, the photos that we took, like, they were kind of in the rain with it being, like, kind of gray and moody. Like, they turned out really cool.
Especially in the mountains.
Yeah.
That was really good, yeah. This was my other tip I just thought of. No, I just lost it again. Oh, we did, I don't know if you guys have seen it on like Instagram or social media, if you're on social media, but it's called After the Tone, and it's like a phone, and then people can leave you voicemails as like a guest book. Now, we still did have like a guest book where people could just like write something for us, but the phone voicemails we got were super awesome to listen back to, and like especially because our grandparents left us voicemails, and I just know they're not going to be around forever. So one day when they're not with us anymore, listening to those is just going to be that much more special. So that was super awesome. Like, I thought that was a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Also, follow-up tip. If you decide to do that, and there are younger kids around, be ready for
1,000 voicemails from them.
the same 2 people.
Yeah, we do have quite a few voicemails from my cousins who are younger, but
I mean, it's funny.
You know,
but
it's funny, and if they had fun, then
yeah, exactly.
that's all that matters.
But yeah, just know.
Yeah, you will get, and a lot of the voicemails they left were just like, yeah, I just wanted to say again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of fun because they would go, like, narrate things that happened
during the wedding. Yeah, that's true.
They were like, oh, my God, I can't believe you did, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, which is pretty good. That's funny. So, yeah, that was really good. I don't know, babe. What else? I think that's good. I think that's a lot. That's a lot of tips, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've like an hour of tips.
Yeah.
Only some of them related to cars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I realize I come from a very select
have a trial of everything along the lines of like trying things out, but like with your makeup artist and your hair artist, have a trial, because I know there's some girls who don't have that option with their makeup artist, and I'm like, that is just wild to me, because I did have to give feedback to my makeup artist that I didn't like something, so I couldn't imagine getting married in the makeup I didn't like. Just saying. But she did awesome. She was awesome. She was gorgeous. She did awesome. It was just me. I was being picky. But yeah. Have makeup trial and hair trial.
Yep. But okay. So this isn't really a tip. This is more just general
Wonderment.
Conversation and wonderment. Mm-hmm. So I've in a family, and I have all friends that are all in the automotive hobby. So like, you know, they've always been around classic cars or modified cars, like the higher end cars.
Uh-huh.
What if you're not in there? How do you leave your wedding?
A limo, probably. Like, yeah, like my grandpa asked us if we were going to have a limo, and I was like, no, we're driving away in the Camaro.
Yeah.
Duh.
You thinking?
Duh, Papa. So, yeah. I think like a limo or like a service that does that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I've never really. Because all of the weddings I've been to, for the most part.
I'm thinking back to some of the weddings that we've been to, and I don't remember ever seeing them like drive off.
Yeah.
Either.
Well, like, I mean, where do you go after the grand exit? Or do you just not have one?
I think so, yeah, I think some people just don't have one.
Yeah.
Which
I think you should.
It's
one.
Fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you get to see like everybody all lined up and they're cheering you on. Like, yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Find someone with a cool car.
Yeah.
Or don't. Just walk off, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just keep on going.
Just keep on going. Just take a hike.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're going to wrap up. If we think of any others, you know what? Submit to our relationship advice. If you need wedding advice, let us know. We're happy to give more. But yeah, we're back.
Actually,
with weekly episodes.
If you're having any automotive problems, submit that too. At the same time, in the same question. We're looking for a very specific person who is getting married
and has automotive questions.
Ideally issues with a car that's powered by a small block Chevy.
Yep.
Because we got you. Whoever you are out there.
Okay. Anyway, as always, follow us on TikTok or Instagram at DoubleDatePod. Submit. The link will be attached in the description to our advice column if you want advice or anything like that.
Or just follow anybody. Find someone. Follow them around.
Anyway.
Nah, maybe
Goodbye.
don't do that.